Okay, right now I put a source in front of my detector which you may or may not be able to see. It's a cesium 137 source. I've got my detector cooled. I'm going to apply high voltage. I've got my parameters set up. Maybe you want to put it in this way so it's straight. Yeah. You can focus on the screen by hitting this button in here. Okay, so I'm going to go in there. Now, a couple of other things I want to show you. In the bottom, it's saying high voltage is off, and it's 24 volts, and it's reading what the voltages are to the MCA and the detector, and it's 100% charged. So what I'll do is just simply select high voltage, and it's going to tell you, are you sure that you've cooled this system for about 18 hours? We'll say yes, I have. So we turn it on, and we have to give it a few minutes, or not a few minutes, sorry, a few seconds, just for the high voltage to ramp up. So if there is a delay in when you turn on and off the high voltage, just be patient with it for 10-20 seconds, because we have a safety mechanism in here that allows you to turn on the high voltage and not shock the detector. So right now my high voltage is on. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this mode down here, and I'm going to select the radiometer mode and try to see. So you can see that in the radiometer mode in here, I'm detecting a source, and it's telling me that it's so many counts, and it's giving me the dose information in microsieverts per hour, and it's flashing in here. That's basically telling you that it's it's detecting a hot source. I have about a 5 microcurie cesium source, so it's fairly sensitive in here. So I know that I have a source in here. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to start a spectrum, and I'm going to try and see if I can see what I have in here. So I'll go back to the spectrum mode. I'll start. This is basically telling you that you're going to count for 1,000 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and change that, and I'll change the count time to 60 seconds just for the sake of this video, and start a spectrum, and then I'll start, and you should see the screen getting updated. Initially it's not so fast because it's a device that is updating the screen continuously in lifetime, and you can see that I am beginning to see the cesium peak out there. So now let's look at the screen. What is telling me on the left part in here where my finger is telling you what the lifetime is. It's telling me that it is elapsed 18 seconds. This is the dead time of the system is 18%, because this is the source is fairly close to the detector. And then this gives you a total count rate, not the count rate on any peaks in here, but the total count rate that is detected from the source, and that's the dose information. So I'm reading 0.94 microsieverts per hour in dose. Some other information on the top that I already went over. It tells you that this is the date, the time, the spectrum. It's on the spectrum mode. That means you are in the mode of acquiring a spectrum. Detector is all cool. MCA is connected. You are looking at a source right now. High voltage is on, and the GPS is trying to connect. So right now, as soon as it finishes that cesium, which is about 59 seconds, is about done. Don't stop the video yet. Let it run. We're going to save it. We're going to give it a file name, and I'm going to call it CS137 TST. Okay, test. I'll save it now. So now it's saved. Now I'll go ahead and just get a cobalt source in here. Put this. We'll do the same thing with the cobalt source. See if you can see the two peaks. I'll clear, and I'll start and start again, and there you go. Should be able to see the 1172 and the 1332 peak of cobalt. It's just a few seconds right now, but I think I can already see. The one on the further right is probably potassium 60, picking up from the environment. So there it's counting now the cobalt source. Now I can again stop it. I can clear it, and I can go back to the settings, or I can go in here to the radiometer mode and look at the dose rate information as I am in the radiometer mode, as I am walking around with the device to detect the source. Okay, I think you can conclude at this part now.